All right. Where to begin? There's so much. This is the first episode of Let Go and Haul, and I'd like to welcome y'all to it. And I'm hoping y'all stick around for the rest, because this is going to be a little different. As you can see behind me, I'm not in a studio at home, or I'm at work. This is the bridge to the boat I work on. I've been sailing for over 25 years, 20 of them as a master mariner. And I work on a towboat, pushing barges for very, very good company. And being on the water, I've missed a lot at home. Anniversaries, birthdays, holidays, our best friend's wedding, friends and family passing away, and you can't get that time back sometimes. So my wife, Michelle, who I've been married to for 20 years, we sat down and decided that we wanted to do more. Kiara and DA introduced us to cruising a few years back, and we absolutely love it. We love getting on the boat and going to these great tropical resorts, the beaches, the water, and we absolutely love it. We took a trip last year for mine and Michelle's anniversary. We went down to Cozumel and absolutely loved Mexico. Absolutely loved it. Wonderful people down there. Beautiful country. Just fantastic. I'm a native Texan, so I love my Mexican food. I love my Spanish neighbors to the south. It's part of our heritage and part of our culture. And we bounced the idea around for a long time about maybe buying a boat. And me being a master mariner and my best friend DA being a chief engineer, we were that close to going a couple $1 million in debt and getting a boat. Had it picked out. I had it picked out. And we said no. We decided against it because it's a lot of work. So we said, well, look, we like camping. We like being outdoors and hiking and fishing and hunting and kayaking. We can always go cruising. We can always book a cruise and go whenever. So we said, let's get a fifth wheel. And we started off with the pop-up. And we got that from our friends Bill and Jamie, and it was already used when they got it, and it didn't want to close at County Fair one year. Shelby's senior year, my daughter Shelby, was her senior year. She was showing a lamb, and we'd been out there camping. We got to packing up, and it didn't want to close. So within a couple days, we sold it, and we purchased a 2014 Keystone Fireside. And it worked for 3 years. I towed it around with my 2008 Nissan Frontier, and it worked. But time has a way of showing you things. And it showed me that the little Frontier was not going to pull that camper much longer. And my back and my wife's sanity with the bunk that was in it was not going to last much longer. So we were discussing already upgrading. I told her that if we were going to upgrade, then we were going to go full tilt. I needed a bigger truck. We were going to get a bigger camper. We're going to be comfortable. So in September, we buckled down and paid off our debt completely and purchased a 2020 Ford F-350 dually, the big meow. Let's see, we travel with our cats. We have Cheetara and Wilykit. Yeah, you can tell when we grew up. But we travel with our cats, and so yeah, we're not really the crazy cat people. We're really not. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. We're those crazy cat people. I named my truck Big Meow, so yeah. So anyway, we got the truck, and I learned real quick that when you upgrade, you need to really learn things. And I learned that that truck is a tow beast. And we pulled the fireside for the last time, and I looked down and I was doing 90 miles an hour and probably had a, major earthquake in the trailer because everything was everywhere. So lesson learned, watch your speed. Cruise control is a wonderful thing. Wife was already looking at new campers. She was thinking fifth wheel along the lines as I was. We were looking at toy haulers for the added extra space, and she stumbled across a little fifth wheel 2018 Crossroads Cruiser Air, and we went to go take a look at it, and it was perfect. We bought it on the spot, traded in our little fireside and bought it. First trip with it was to Texas Renaissance Festival. Took the kiddies, went up there with their best friends, Kiara and DA. We love going to Renfest. We go twice a year, schedule permitting. We like to get dressed up from time to time. We like to have a few drinks and just cut loose and be silly and goofy and have fun. And that's what we do. We sat down and we started planning trips while we were there. And our next trip that we planned was to Hotsprings, Arkansas. Now, the fifth wheel was converted to gooseneck, and that was a bumpy ride. Cheetara did not like the bumping. Wilykit just, she slept. She's a cat, and it was bumpy. Our first stop was at Cagle Rec State Park. Beautiful little state park. We're going back there again soon, and stayed the night there, and then proceeded on the next day to Hotsprings. We toured around downtown Hotsprings. We went to a couple of the wineries there, bought a few cases of wine. We went to the Ohio Club. Supposedly a bunch of gangsters used to go there in the day. Al Capone supposedly had been there. We took a dip in one of the bathhouses in the hot springs. There's fountains around town where you can fill up water bottles and jugs and actually take home spring water with you and drink it. We filled up a few gallons and actually was making my coffee with it, and it was actually pretty good. It was supposed to get a little cold while we were there, and we woke up one morning with just a thin layer of snow, but everything was iced over, and it was the day we were leaving, and we're like, yeah. A couple days later, they got some pretty decent snow up there. I have a friend of mine that lives up in Arkansas, and he's like, yeah, we got some good snow. So on the way home, we stopped at Lake Livingston, stayed there for the night, pulled on into town the next day. And January, I added a few things to the trailer. We pulled into Lake Livingston at night and realized that backing up a trailer without a lot of lighting at night is difficult, to say the least. So I added a set of reverse lamps, if you want to call them that. They're just floodlights on the back of the camper that I can throw a switch, turn them on, and have light to back up with. Added my rock lights to it and everything. Be doing a couple other little mods in March. Be throwing on the Lippert Road Armor equalizers just to smooth the ride out. In January, we also, because of the chucking that we had with the gooseneck conversion on the trailer, we decided to remove that and put on a brand new pin box and purchase a brand new hitch. So we got the Lippert Trail Air Rotaflex pin box, put that on the camper, and a B&W companion hitch, and big difference. So our next trip was to Cagle Recreation Area in Sam Houston National Forest. Now I go hog hunting and deer hunting here. Cagle is one of our go-to spots. Cagle and Double Lake. They're both in Sam Houston National Forest. We also go up to Angelina National Forest. I like to hunt. I love to hunt deer. I love to hunt hog, but I'm not looking for that trophy buck to put on my wall. That's silly to me. I do it because I want to put meat on the table. We were going to Cagle, and weather was supposed to get a little cold again, so I made sure that the heater was working. Were reports that it was supposed to get down into the mid to low 20s, and that was before I got off the boat. And then when I got off the boat, it was supposed to be low 20s, high teens. So we're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. We get to the campground, get set up, and hold. Next day, got up, went to go do my hog hunt, and that evening it started sleeting. And so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up early and get back to camp. And it was a good thing I did, because I was about an hour hike out. So I had to hoof it back to the truck, and by the time I got there, it was sleeting a little bit harder. You could see it blowing across the road as I was driving the 5 miles back to camp. And by that evening, 7:30, 8 o'clock, we had a good little bit of accumulation of sleet and frozen rain on the ground. This is the crazy shit that happens when you go camping in February in Texas. You see this shit? It's sleeting now. It did snow earlier. Fuck it. We're having a good time. It's steak night. I'm gonna build snowman. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Sunday, it started snowing. And by the time we got the next day, we had about 4.5, 5, maybe 5.5 inches of snow on the ground. Hey, this is what we woke up to this morning. All right, I'm checking it. I just got to get out here. All right, I'm gonna close this. Are you coming out?
Birds?
Birds. Talk about a winter wonderland. Ooh. There's we were supposed to leave Tuesday, and Tuesday we were still snowed in. I was not about to pull a fifth wheel with very little driving experience on snow and ice with the brand new dually. Wasn't about to do it. Best friend DA was in agreement. He's got a smaller rig and smaller trailer than I do. We're crazy, but we're not stupid. Oh. This crazy ass shit. Oh look, it's fucking cold. This fucking road is slick. Well, that did the trick, didn't it? Brave taking the garbage over here.
What the hell's in this?
That's crazy, ain't it? Shit. It's fucking cold. Ugh. Oh shit. There's no ice on the ground. It's not cold. If I'd bought the fucking boat, we'd be in the Caribbean right now. Drunk. 90-degree weather, sun, beautiful beaches. Huh. We're in Texas. We got 5 inches of snow last night. 5 fucking inches of snow. We don't ever get snow. So I get to watch me bumbled up take the fucking garbage out. Uh-oh. Jay's over there fucking with the fire. Hey, we may get fired tonight. Next task is to unfreeze the sewage line for the camper. We have fire?
We got fire.
Outstanding. We getting drunk by the fire? That's what I like to hear. We were there an extra 3 days. We didn't get out of there till Friday. And I finally made it back to work Saturday, and here I am. I've got 15 days left in the hitch, and I'll be getting off. We're going to be doing a few little repairs to the camper, little upgrades. We learned our lesson for cold weather. So next trip is Lake Livingston. After I do a few little extra things in March to the camper and the truck, and then we're off to Lake Livingston for 5 days. We'll show you the park and what all's there. We'll walk you around. We've got a few trips planned, and we hope that you join us as I bring this to you and show you what it is from going from here back to boat, back to shore, back to boat, back to shore. This is my life, and I'm bringing it to you. And it's going to be some crazy times. There's going to be some ups and downs and ins and outs, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I really don't know what else to say. It's my first YouTube video ever. You got people that have been doing this for 3-4 years. I watch quite a few different channels, and y'all put out some phenomenal information. Taken a lot of y'all's advice and done a lot of y'all's little tips and tricks. and they've helped. And maybe one day I might be, even an inkling as popular as y'all's, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just be that one weird guy who works on a boat who videotapes his cats while camping. Maybe I should have named this Camping with Cats and Chaos. Well, it's let go and haul. It's a nautical term to bring your boat about on course, to take full advantage of the wind and trim your sails or haul them to make best speed possible. That's what we're doing. We're getting our life on course to get ready to retire, and we're trimming them sails to go have fun. So once again, I hope you join us. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you out there on the road somewhere.
Mm-hmm.